Yeah, peeps. Basically, a lot of things been happening. A lot of things been happening in the media and the internet. And I want to address a few things. I won't be here for long, but I want to address a few things that about CPL, Jamaica Tallawahs and all that. But let me firstly say to all my fans out there that wish me happy birthday, especially the fans that live in India, Sri Lanka, in that different time zone. Thanks for the birthday wishes. I can't reply to all of you guys, but thanks for the wishes and all that. But the main reason for this live, I'm not the type of player or person to actually come on the internet and do these things or address these things on the internet. But I was talking about the internet last night, and it's just funny how things end up play off. But I can't be sitting down as this humble individual that I am and don't say anything, because at the end of the day I'm gonna look like the bad guy, in which I'm not. I'm totally innocent and I don't know I don't know what is happening. But I guess when you are associated with people in a certain way, you will be blamed and also thrown under the bus. And right now, I'm under the bus right now. And if this driver reverse or move forward, my head bust. It's gonna run over my head. But also I wanna give a lot of credit to Marlon Samuels, Icon. Big up yourself, my G. And Marlon Samuels recently, I don't know if he's still live or what, but he was live earlier, and he made some crucial points. You understand? He made some crucial points where he kind of put me on the spot, but I'm happy he did everything that he did and everything that he said. Because, firstly, that's how people gonna look at things, the way how he put it. And Icon, you don't really know what's going on, brother. You don't know what's going on. This thing is bigger than me, you, everybody. And the Jamaica Tallawahs owners, they are basically the ones who, them are the boss, basically. Them run them team how them want to run them team. So at the end of the day, I have to sit and watch. You address a lot of points, and this is like, okay, Russell know what's happening. Russell and Ravman Powell are friends, and that's how people gonna look at things. They're gonna think that because me and Ravi is close, me know everything that is happening in Jamaica Tallawahs team. Nah. Andre Russell don't know what's going on in Jamaica Tallawahs team. And let me go back to 2018. When I just joined Tallawahs team. I just joined Tallawahs team fresh from a 1-year ban. Nothing that I wish for any player, any athlete, nothing. But yeah, just came off a ban. Jamaica Tallawahs signed me and said that, okay, they want me to lead the team and blah, 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 and whatever. I said, all right, cool. That would be very, very good for my image as a captain, not just as a player. But the way they go about things kind of allow me to adjust back a bit and to ease back in terms of how they went about things. And I'm just letting you know as fans, you guys don't know nothing that is going on behind the scene of what you guys seen on the cricket field. So Marlon addressed it the way how he addressed it. He's a straightforward person. Straight as an arrow. I always have respect for him. You understand? But he's now throwing me under the bus based on certain things that he have said. And now Gayle is gonna think that, okay, Andre Russell know everything and he lied to me, or he's not loyal, or whatever. Now, let me just say all the things that I want to say right now. Fans, when I was appointed the captain 2018, I give the guys a number of players that I want to have in my team. Overseas players, local players, players from inside the Caribbean. It wasn't about friends, or it wasn't about Jamaicans. I'm a guy that played to win, and I've won 13 championships. Maybe the only player that I've done that. So I don't play to lose. If I'm picking a friend, I believe in that friend. But the way Tallawahs went about things that first year, they went in the draft. On the day of the draft, I was trying to reach out to these people. No reply. I said, okay. I was chatting with my other teammates and saying, I hope they pick a good team because I can't get to these guys. And I'm not here to bash anyone or to disrespect anyone, but I'm just clearing the air, right? I'm clearing the air to make people know that I'm not the fucked up type of people that, you know, I'm not the fucked up type of guy to actually do things and don't care about other individuals. You understand? I've never hated on another cricketer. Never. And that's the reason why I'm so blessed and I've achieved so much things. So, playing this game of cricket, you can't hate another player. You understand? Now, during the draft, still try to reach out to these guys. No reply. After the draft, they messaged me and asked me if I'm happy with the team that was picked. I take a while to reply because I was disappointed. My agent talked to me and said, Russ, reply to these guys. Talk to them. Let them know that you want to be the captain still. You're happy with whatever and blah, blah, blah. No, they did pick a good team. And we went to the playoffs. We lost, you know. Umpire gave us a bad call. And that show off Ravman Powell, he actually loses cool a bit. And, you know, it was St. Kitts Day. Not saying that he didn't bowl well. He bowled very well for us. That was St. Kitts Day. So they won. They went to the playoffs. And, you know, they lost to Trinidad. Now, this year was way different. You understand? This is the weirdest franchise I've ever played in. And when I mean weird, people that's supposed to reach out to players and reach out to you as an individual, and I'm not just a normal player in this Jamaica Tallawahs team. I was once a leader, and I realized how they look at things and how they do things from 2018. So 2019, Chris came back, and one of the reasons why I'm doing this video as well, peeps, is Chris did an interview a few days ago, and he addressed a lot of things. He made a lot of points, and you know, I respect Chris. Chris is my idol, and he will always be. Chris have done things that a lot of us, we're not sure if we will ever achieve. You're talking about the most individual score, the highest individual score in an innings. A lot of teams struggle to score 175. Chris have scored 175 in just one innings. Chris have 13,000 plus runs. And if I'm not accurate, you guys can correct me on this, but I think he have 20 odd, maybe just below 25 T20 centuries, and he's close to 80 half centuries. That is big. I could never disrespect a big player like that, and especially he's Jamaican. Not the Andre Russell. No. It's always a pleasure playing with Chris, and it's always a pleasure sharing the same dressing room, and to know that Chris is going to open the batting. I don't want to miss the first over, because anything can happen. So at the end of the day, alright, thanks big man. 22 T20 centuries. Well, you got some stats. Thanks for the stats. But I could never disrespect players like that. And even Marlon Samuels, I'm gonna go back to you right now. Marlon Samuels single-handedly won us a game 2012 in the World Cup in Sri Lanka. You basically won the game for us, brother. So I could never burn my bridge. I could never talk shit about you and whatever, regardless what you might think of me or what, but we don't really know each other like that for us to even judge each other. You and Chris coming a long way more than I, so you have your ways. You're a straightforward person, and straightforward people always get bad name because them straight, them never go around you. If you're ugly, them are gonna tell you you're ugly. There's no two way about it. But at the end of the day, Chris Gayle did a video recently, and he was talking about a lot of things that was happening. Now, we struggled with unprofessionalism in a lot of franchise. I'm not gonna call any name, but pertaining to Jamaica Tallawahs, you know, we just need to tighten up on certain things, and that is what causing all of this talks now. And I'm in the middle of the shit right now. I'm in the middle, and that is the reason why I'm here on the internet addressing all of this. I'm in the middle. You understand? 2016, Marlon again, man of the finals, just as 2012. So you have allowed all of us in the Caribbean to be two-time world champions. So hats off to you, my G. Brilliant player. Me no disrespect players, footballers, track and field, none of them, because we know and we all know cricket is not easy, and it's a life and death sport. So we have to make sure that we head well screw on before we take the park. But addressing unprofessionalism in this team is all about communication. Communication, that's the only thing. Now, I recently saw this article in the paper. But before I go there, Gayle messaged me a couple morning, maybe a week and a half now, going to 2 weeks. Chris sent me a picture of an article that was in the paper. Right? Now, mindful that the only communication that goes on with me and Jamaica Tallawahs was zero communication. They prefer to talk to my agent more than talk to me as the player. That's how it works. Now, my agent, all he messaged me and says, Russ, they agreed on this or they agreed on that. Now, I still didn't get the contract that I wanted. And I don't ask for a lot. You understand? But just respect that since Jamaica Tallawahs is here and the CPL, I've always accept a pay cut just because Jamaica Tallawahs will be having sometimes 3 home games, sometimes 4, sometimes now we're having 5 home games. And I've accept a pay cut just to play in front of my home crowd, my family and my friends. And when I'm talking about pay cut, I'm talking about different franchise in the Caribbean. Reach out to me. I'll pay you this. I'll pay you this. I'll pay you this. And I'm talking about much more than what Tallawahs is paying me. But loyalty and wanted to play in front of my home crowd. It's not all about the money. It's all about playing in front of your home crowd. People that have been watching me on the TV, hitting big sixes, doing well, all those excitement stuff. I want you guys to see it in real life. So now I've been thrown under the bus. I'm adjusting these situations. 2019, I wasn't even involved in anything whatsoever when it comes on to Jamaica Tallawahs. I felt like a first-class player that just made his debut 1 game ago, like maybe a couple of weeks ago, and just been thrown into CPL. So they don't need to say nothing to you. Your opinion is not valuable or nothing. That's how I was treated. And fans, I think this might be my last season for Jamaica Tallawahs as well. And I'm just clearing the air. I'm just clearing the air. I have another year contract with Tallawahs, and I'm going to play and try and win, because that's all I play for. But this will be my last, because I've been getting mixed up with all these shit that is happening. And I can't be playing cricket and I'm not comfortable. And I think another franchise that have been coming last and 5th and 4th in CPL will appreciate me more. I'm not getting it here. You understand? People that don't know all of these things that I've been going through for the last couple of years playing at Tallawahs is like, honestly, I feel messed up about the whole situation. And I'm not the type of mix-up guys that will actually do these things. I feel weird talking all these things, right, on Instagram Live. But I have to address it. Because let me tell you now, I'm going to talk about what happened now, 2020. They communicate with my agent agree, and whatever, I agree with my agent. Okay, yeah, let me sign. The only time the CEO messaged me, or the only time Jamaica Tallawahs contact me, was to ask me, how soon will I sign? The deadline is that time, and can you sign please, or let us know? And I said to my agent, I said, okay, sign. Now, to know that you are left in the dark, even when I ask questions, who you guys planning on retaining? I don't get no answer in that. Who you guys planning on buying? I don't get no answer in that. So I just leave it. I leave it. But for Gayle to send me a message, and I read the article before I even called Gayle. I get so nervous. Like when I was reading the article and it shows that Floyd Reefer will be appointed coach. Now, I work with Floyd in the World Cup. He was the coach for Jamaica, for West Indies in the World Cup. Right? But I have Floyd as this type of guy that, good guy, honest guy, and everything. And Floyd messaged me, Russ, I might be the coach for the Jamaica Tallawahs, and we're gonna do some work together and all of that. Now, Floyd have been working with me about, or talking to me about my front leg landing and all of that, because I kind of land funny when I bowl. So all of that is basically putting pressure and stress on my patellas, and other ligaments in the knee. So he was happy to say, yo, we're going to do some work together. We're going to get a good team, and we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Right? Now, that was it in terms of communication with me and Floyd. Floyd suddenly stopped communicating with me. Jeff Miller, which is the CEO of the team, no reply. I messaged Jeff and said, Jeff, whenever you're in Jamaica, let me know what's going on. We can have a chat, we can meet up for dinner, for a drink, whatever. Now, at the time I was hearing news that Gayle was going to Zooks. So I said, how true is this? What is happening with this in terms of Chris moving to Zooks? He said, man, I don't know nothing about that. I heard that the owners for the team that Chris is playing for is buying a franchise, and the franchise is St. Lucia Zooks, and he's going to move there and blah, blah, blah. I was like, all right, cool. Now, in my mind, me and Chris don't really talk much about stuff. If Chris wants to talk to me about anything, I'm open and ready to have a conversation. But I respect Chris so much. I'm even afraid to approach Chris about certain conversations. Sometimes I want to ask Chris, being in the same changing room, yo, what's your mindset today? What you thinking? Just to try and get a little boots from him. But I'm like, shit, no, it's my teammate. That's gonna sound weird. And that leads to respect. You understand? Another big player on the other hand, Marlon Samuels, he would walk around in the dressing room and he would tell us. He would pad up from the openers padding up. And say, yo, 100 me I make today. Watch me and them boy. 100 me I make. I got bills them. Hyper and walking around. And you would be looking at him like, okay. But you don't have to ask him. His mindset is a strong-minded guy. And everybody is different. Him talk what him gonna do and him actually do it. Chris, quiet but dangerous. So these are the calibers of players that I look up to. You have the Pollard, the Narain, the Bravo, you understand? You know, past players, but other players that sometimes I want to pick them brain, but just afraid to ask them questions. Now, Jeff Miller, after I signed with Tallawahs, and then I got this message from Chris that, yo, what's going on here? You know anything about this? When Chris messaged me and asked me that, and I read the article, I was like, wow. I called Chris instantly. I was having breakfast around the table and I called Chris instantly. I didn't even wait. And Chris noticed. And I addressed the situation. I said, Chris, the only thing I heard was Floyd Reefer potentially, right? Potentially gonna be the coach. Now, after we have that conversation, I said to him, Chris might be, you know, going somewhere else, whatever, I don't know. But listen, communication was the problem right throughout. Communication. You understand? Communication was the problem. No one said anything to Chris. No one said anything to me. And I signed my contract already. Right? But at the end of the day, all of these things happen because of Floyd Reefer gonna be the coach. He don't want to have me as a captain because he wants someone to actually have that he can actually talk to. Ravman Powell and Floyd Reefer have a good relationship and I respect that. Fans, I'm not letting you guys, I'm not gonna say this because I wasn't suggested as the captain or I'm not gonna be the captain or anything. I'm a free spirit player. So if I'm not the captain of a team, I'm fine. I'm happy. I'm willing to play as a normal player. I'm gonna do my job still and perform. But the communication was the biggest problem when it comes down to all of this. Up till now, I don't know nothing that is going on. You understand? I don't know nothing that was happening in the Jamaica Tallawahs team. And now it looks like me, Ravman, Floyd Reefer, plan up, and I get rid of Chris. Why would I get rid of Chris? Chris have a 3-year contract. You understand? Chris have a 3-year contract with Tallawahs. You're not supposed to breach your contract. As franchise, we are, you can get in trouble with that. But that's not my business. But I have to address this situation because things don't look good right now. I was expecting Ravman Powell to reach out to me and say, yo, Russ, you know that Tallawahs actually thinking about giving me the captaincy because Floyd is going to be the coach and XYZ. Even if he don't give me no reasoning. But if he explained to me that Floyd is going to be the coach and they want to give him the captaincy, I would support him. Ravi know this. Ravi is like a brother to me. You understand? But I don't know nothing that was going on. Ravi didn't say anything to me. Jeff didn't say anything to me. All these guys have my number. No one messages me. And I'm not here to fight and say that I want the captaincy and XYZ and whatever. Because at the end of the day, if I wasn't Tallawahs' first choice to be the captain, don't come and offer me the captain again. I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to accept it. I'm not going to accept it. Because I wasn't your first choice. You understand? Now, to have a big figure like Chris Gayle and myself, Ravman Powell, Chadwick, O'Shane Thomas, right? The five of us can actually attract sponsors and attract a full house at our home games. You understand? And I'm talking business because I'm a businessman as well. You have to have the guys that they are local. And that's where we go wrong. I just think that they didn't deal with Chris Gayle the way they were supposed to. So, honestly speaking, I hope Jamaica Tallawahs have a good turnout, regardless of what is happening right now. But peeps, I'm not gonna sit down and say that, yo, I'm not gonna go live, I'm not gonna say anything, I'm not gonna do an interview or anything, because I'm gonna look like the bad guy. I'm gonna look like the bad guy if I don't say nothing about what's going on. I'm not gonna sit down and keep my mouth shut and allow this to be thrown on me. You understand? Now, I hope that Chris have a good season at the Zooks. It's already been in the paper that he's moving to Zooks, and I wish all the best for him. But the way we are going about things, and I'm not gonna bash anything or say anything bad about Tallawahs because I have another season here. But we have to do things better for the future. We have to do things different. You understand? I'm not the type of guy to come and say, yo, badness and cuss bad word and swear a lot and whatever, or nothing like that. No. I'm always the type of guy to actually squash things and to make peace. I'm not a warmonger. You understand? But since these owners come on board and, you know, take over the team, it's been different. That's all I'm saying. It's been different. And to deal with Chris Gayle the way that they have dealt with the situation and everything, it's nothing to do with cricket. It's more personal. It's more personal. And fans, I'm not here to talk to anyone tonight. I'm just here to address a situation. And this thing needs to sort out, because I've seen something in the paper today that, you know, what Chris have mentioned a few days ago and whatever. And I can tell you, this is going to be an awkward dressing room It's gonna be an awkward CPL. But no fans or no one will actually see that when I step out to bat or to bowl or while I'm on the field. I play to win, and that's my motto. Play to win. But I don't got nothing more to say, but communication makes everything easier. Everything. So peeps, stay safe, right? And this is not a matter of mix up or me trying to cause any problem or anything, but I just think that I've been thrown under the bus and I'm in the middle. You understand? I don't know who is playing the mind game or what is happening here, but God see and knows. Me that.